By the end of this series, I can guarantee that you will have all of the tools that you need to confidently call yourself a photographer and start making images that you love. In our Photography 101 series, we're going to be covering all of the basics to help you make better images through thoughtful composition, exposure settings, storytelling, and so much more. So if your New Year's resolution was to make more images or finally take a step away from shooting with your phone and dusting off your big camera, then you're in the right place, so let's chat photography. So what even is photography? At its core, photography is a record of light for a moment in time, but obviously it is so much more than that. It's also a way for someone to share their point of view of the world with others. But how do we use photography to share our POV in a way that expresses emotion or passion? Well, first I'd like to ask, what are you passionate about? Or maybe what types of photography speak to you? Do you like landscapes, portraits, travel, food photography, or maybe just taking photos of your cat? This can help you gather inspiration, drawing ideas from styles that you like and combining them with a subject matter that you already enjoy. So while you're doom scrolling on Instagram, create a folder of photos that you gravitate towards and go back to them and ask what it is you love about them or what it is about them that you want to try out in your own work. All right, I might be getting lost in the sauce here in photo theory, so let's get back on track. First things first, you need a camera. That could be anything from your phone camera, a point and shoot, or even a DSLR or mirrorless camera. And I'm a firm believer that great photos come from the photographer, not the gear. So to start out, just use what you have and start shooting. We do have a video on how to choose your first beginner camera on our channel if you want to go check that out to have a deeper dive on the specs talk. Although making great photos is a combination of skill and simply being in the right place at the right time, you can still set yourself up for success with some compositional tips. By using some simple framing guidelines, you can help draw the viewer in and help them see what you're seeing. One of the most talked about compositional rules is the rule of thirds. So imagine when you're looking through your lens, there's two lines that split the frame into three columns. Using the rule of thirds, you'd want to place your subject on either the left or the right third of the frame. This framing helps give context to your image and balances your subject and the negative space. You can even physically add the rule of third grid on your phone screen or camera to help you frame up your shots. You could also use leading lines or layering in your photos, which could be as literal as using man-made or natural structures that already exist, or even placing objects in the foreground to help draw your viewer to a specific portion of the frame. Under a similar umbrella as these two is the frame within a frame concept, which is essentially using your surroundings to create a natural framing around your subject. I personally like to use this when I'm doing street photography. I'll just find something that creates a visually interesting frame and then wait for something or someone to enter that frame to snap the photo. This means being patient. One of the best parts of photography is slowing yourself down and waiting for those perfect moments to happen. Bonus composition tip, you can also use color or lack of color to really add contrast to your image. You can use complementary colors to help draw the viewer's eye into the photo and avoid distracting color where you don't want it. Here, composition is going to matter a ton. Or you could also go the monochromatic or black and white route, which will emphasize the highlights and the shadows. And shifting away from single image composition, another great skill to practice is how to visually tell a story with a collection of images. Whether you're documenting your own vacation, an event, or just daily life, you'll obviously start with the classic images. If you're traveling, that might mean making sure that you get a photo of the classic monument that everybody puts on their Instagram. But once you nail those, take a minute to make some images for yourself and find the quiet moments. I personally really love detail shots that help narrow in on the story or the environment around me. That could mean finding some interesting shadows, close-up detail shots, or even turning away from the action and trying to showcase the energy of the event or location that I'm photographing. This also gives you a well-rounded portfolio and helps develop your own personal style. I also really love to make creative carousel posts for Instagram, and having these detail shots can really tell the full story of your trip. I recently did a solo hike, and while I was there, I captured some beautiful landscapes. Also, I captured some snapshots of quieter moments to help tell the full story. And with photography, there are no hard and fast rules. I mean, it is a form of art after all, but you need to learn some of the rules in order to break them. So take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, and just get shooting. So you found the style of photography that you want to try out, but now what? In the next episode, I'm going to help you get out of the fear of switching that dial from auto to manual. And don't worry, I'll hold your hand through it and you'll be so proud of yourself that you did. I'm Sam with B&H, and I'll see you next time.